Y'all know what it is. This is Bang, man. Bang Time USA Media. The universal language. We here now, man. Um, we here now. Salute to my song. A coward wouldn't understand. Salute to my song. Appreciate you, brother. You inspired me. Cause I already felt it. I was coming. And I look up and you was there. Cause it's some disrespectful shit. Who's and let me put some reference to it. Stephen A goes into a rant and he says, who's gonna believe you after you let your teammates down? You know what he's talking about? Kyrie Irving is due to drop a podcast in 2 weeks.
Gotta give it, then we go. So much product, we can get it. I don't think you wanna know. All I know is get the dough. Gotta give it for the low. If it's high, bring it low. You got for five, got for four. Ain't no need to be greedy. Got me grading wishes, feeling like a genie. This is for the fam, only one that need me. Thinking that I got it, why they don't believe me? I done been breaking news, gotta screen it like it's TV. Put some cheese on it, melt it like it's ziti. Turn it into water, drink it like it's Fiji. Don't wanna be bothered, shorty to delete me. She's spraying all over, looking like graffiti. She just wants to see, she really do not need me. Her friends always capping, never wanna see me. The shorty be mad, a man wanna be me. That's word of my mother, better on the TV. That's word of her firstborn on the PG. They hated the fact they know they cannot beat me. Yeah, flying high, them birdies be lit. 7-9, them birdies legit. Stay the line, don't get caught in the mix. Don't be minding mine, them birdies be flying high, don't you know how they get. Flying high, them birdies be lit. 7-9, them birdies legit. Stay the line, don't get caught in the mix. Don't be minding mine, them birdies be flying high, don't you know how they get. I've just been waiting my turn, keep it humble, staying focused. It's like a sponge from the way that I learned, so many ways I can approach this. Got the weight up on my shoulders and making me great. Mentality is cold. She wanted to wait, I told her that I'm molded. We deal with a different caliber of soldiers. She kept on saying it over and over. It didn't register like nobody told her. She fell popping to the point that she sober. She sets the range while I pull in the rover. Hit the flame, tucked in the holster. Leave her brains all over the poster. Got the wheel, you can call me the chauffeur. Leave the penny, we can minus the loafer. Yeah, flying high, them birdies be lit. 7-9, them birdies legit. Stay the line, don't get caught in the mix. Don't be minding mine, them birdies be flying high, don't you know how they get.
Salute, salute, salute. Welcome to Bang Time USA Media. Bangusa Moment. Live with your host, Bang. Let's get in here real quick. Welcome back. Get in here. Hold on, let me get in here. Mute that down. So this is a Bangusa Moment. As I, your host, Bang Usa, Bang USA, reacts to Drill Weekend and the demon time it was across the nation. The money, power, and disrespect to mankind going on. Bang Time USA Media presents a Bang Usa Moment. We're going to discuss today, and this is just discussion, reactions. So feel free to jump in, leave a comment, jump in the chat. You know what I mean? But it's the current climax of this disturbed America right now. Can you see the truth, or are you pointing your finger at the conditional confusion? I want to talk the culture division. I want to talk poverty. I want to talk by any means principles, morals and principles, the by any means principles and survival of it all. I want to talk a little gun control. I want to talk gang culture, civilians on a terrorist watch list. Meanwhile, neo-Nazis and KLAN being considered clubs and tax-free organizations. Foil plots in the midst of all of this, and they still considered tax-free organizations. Not being on the terror watch list. The neighborhood watch, domestic terrorism, gun control, the egotistical capitalism of it all. That's what we want to talk about. It is a Bang Time USA mode, media, and I'm your host, Bang. What's good? What's good? My energy is a little messed up based off of all the sickness this weekend. And in the past 2 weeks, actually, you know, man, it's just been insane. The last month, forget that. The last year, we only halfway through the year, yeah. This is crazy. Guns are being used across the nation in the simplest crimes and the simplest. I actually saw a video of road rage and a driver shooting through his front windshield on the highway at a passing vehicle. They are wilding. We are definitely in Bang Time USA mode in America right now, man. Definitely in Bang Time USA mode. This is a Bangusa moment. I got some things to say. And where we gonna start at? I need to get his name though before we start there. We gotta start, unfortunately, with some rest in peace. Silence, rest in peace. Condolences to families. I know they don't want to hear this, but you know, if I'm going to speak on their family member, I would like to get that condolences in that moment of silence, man. So we're gonna start by RIP to FBG Cash. What's his name? Tristan Hamilton and the Hamilton family, aka FBG Cash, was shot this weekend, shot and killed on the 1600 bouts in Southside Chicago. 5:30 in the morning, a few days ago, I believe Friday morning, Saturday morning. And we gotta say rest in peace to that boy. Sleep in peace. Condolences to your family. And it's, you know, shot in Chicago while visiting friends. Some say leaving a studio, and his back door was open. I'll say this: FBG Cash just signed a deal with Jay Prince and Rap a Lot. It's going around. He just became. He was just about to become a formidable rapper, an official rapper, even though he was a rapper. You know what I mean? These guys have been out for 10 years. Cash was in jail recently, a few months ago, was released. Cash knew where he was, and he knows what and how to be. He talked a lot of dissing dead ops. He talked a lot of holding his dead homies down, and as he's supposed to do. And Chicago, man, Chicago. He wasn't even in ops neighborhoods. However, like the words of Jigga Man, streets is always watching. FBG Cash, friend of SBD Duck, Flyboy crew, Flyboy gang, aspiring Chicago rapper on his way up after the recent prison release and death of his friend, FBD Duck, who was killed in 2021. He made news by being released from prison and immediately representing the FBG crew, actually having words for rivals and the OTF family to just stop messing with the FBG group. A couple months back, Cash took a photo in front of Vaughn's mural, controversial photo, causing Dirk to respond. Dirk didn't feel like Cash should be acting like he was cool with Vaughn, or even acting like OTF was going to allow that shit to just rock. You know, these are little things that I've heard over the internet in the months prior past, and shit I'm getting tired of, but it's none of my business, right? But when you talk about the people, the youth, the culture, doesn't really matter what city you're in. We have to start caring, guys. They got us on a terrorist watch list. They got people on the terrorist watch list, civilians of America. And it's because of these shootings, man. It's because of these shootings and the gunplay and the access to guns. And apparently, allegedly, the shooters came in a car in a dark sedan, pulled in front of a Cash car. Two shooters get out, load the car up. This is all alleged because prior to they saying two shooters got out, they said a girl shot Cash. So I don't think that they really know. But they said two shooters got out. The young lady sitting in the car with him or sleeping in the car with him was hit also in the back and in the arm. She really lucked out because they said there was rifle bullets there, so they were shooting through the car at Cash, and they hit her, and she lucky to be alive, man. They said Cash got 13 rounds, but still was able to get out the car, try to run, fire back, everything. So both were hit. Cash murdered on scene. Young lady shot in the back and arm, rushed to the hospital where she's still in critical condition. Cash had a supposed relationship with Jay Prince that was gonna raise his level to official rap status. Rappers are really targeted these days for death, and that has to be taken into consideration if you're going into this profession. Most of these tough guys on wax have no idea. The eagles of success are the zombies of death. More brains. More brains. That's the night of the living dead right there. When they was brains. Brains. So brains is exactly what we need. We need our young black men to start using their brains in real time. The savagery of survival is surreal. Teenagers' emotions can no longer be ignored when they're weighing suicides, murders, and survival. That needs to be a reality from every adult. You can point your finger at these youngins for shooting these guns, but how are they getting these guns? You can point your finger at these youngins and say they're being stupid, but they was taught to be tough from somewhere. They was taught to not be a sucker, not to cry, not to all of this from somewhere. So now they're showing you their realities of their time. It's beyond bullying, man. If your 15-year-old can't go to school without possibly getting shot, that's living under a certain terror. Your 12-year-old can't go to school. Your 8-year-old can't go to school because some emotionally disturbed person is going to take something out on an 8-year-old. We don't have common sense. We don't have brains that the innocent don't, that those kids are innocent. Of course we do, but nobody cares. Nobody really cares. You can't feel my pain and I can't feel yours. Whose pain really matters? That's where these kids are. The pain of the youth is screaming for help. Murder amongst the teens on a skyrocket high. But they want to blame the gangs. They want to blame the gangs. These school shooters wasn't shot up by no gangs. In all these years, let's note that. In all these years, gangs out of control and all, but none of these school shootings have been started by a gang member. But the gang member is the terrorist. What happened to the trench coats, motherfuckers? What are they? What happened to the white cloak motherfuckers? What are they? The other day, there was a neo-Nazi, bunch of 31 neo-Nazis got caught in a box truck. What was they plotting to do? Did they tell you the truth? What did they get arrested for? Youth are scrambling for the survival by any means. Adults are fearful of the younger generation. Fearless guys. The younger generation is pushing through, man. Surviving by any means necessary. And it takes sin sometimes. It takes sin sometimes. Right now, after the pandemic, you got poverty at an all-time high. You have unemployment at an all-time high. and you got inflation, and you got all of this stuff. Wait, people are hungry. Y'all can't be out here with your jewelry, with your new car, your Teslas, with the custom wheels, and you gonna park that shit in the hood and think you're gonna be good tomorrow? People are hungry. People need to eat. Or you gonna be good while you lacking? While you taking Instagram photos? While you posting at the club and all that? Like, yo, people are out here hungry, eating, homelessness going up nationwide, not just in any one city, nationwide. Because even in these little counties, in these southern counties, the homelessness is high. I watch families live in woods, sleep in sand, then get up in the morning and take their kid out the woods, no shower, no nothing, to the bus stop and send them to school so they could eat and stuff. Yeah, that's real. This is real life shit that's going on right now. But they're not talking about that. This is the demon time we on right now. When that kid is hungry and he get a little older, how he supposed to act? So that, that's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at. Salute to Tristan Hamilton. FBG Cash, man. Y'all out here this and that ops. This drill saying this and that ops. Y'all know what come with that, man. The curse. No principles. Y'all been living amongst the poverty, so y'all know what it is. People are tired of complaining about poverty. They trying to get paid. So they're using rap to get paid, whatever. Dissing to get paid, snapping to get paid, gossip to get paid. Some real girly shit going on, man. And that also adds to the conditional confusion that I was talking about. Moving forward, Chirac, man, y'all got to get it together, man. But I know Chirac, no Chirac business. So I ain't going to talk no more Chirac business. Just rest in peace, man. And how many is it going to take? They just want to kill everybody. Everybody want to die. Everybody want to kill. Everybody kill mode. EVK. That's going to bring me. We'll go back to Chirac and talk Little J and them later. But I still want to keep my condolences coming. Also this weekend, young man lost his life in the Bronx. I think it was the same damn day, if you ask me. Later on that same day. Young man in the Bronx, allegedly doing videos, doing lacking Instagram videos. He got a heavy chain on. He's showing money in the Bronx in front of a store. Probably not even a lot of money. Probably just was posting for the grand. But he was lacking. And he gets followed. He starts to get harassed. He probably sensed it. He tried to walk into a pharmacy in the Tremont section of the Bronx. And a young man comes in there and tries to rob him at gunpoint. It looks like he's robbing him with no problem, but the young man, Money Gang Vontae, out of LA, was in the Bronx. and he's like walking, trying to be in a public spot in a public light, but he just don't know the Bronx. When you are a target, first of all, it's the Bronx. It's not New York. It's the Bronx. Is the Bronx in New York? Yeah. But it's not New York. It's the Bronx. We are all, well, that's my borough. Shout out to the BX stand up. But this was some shameful shit to watch on live on the stream. And it was sad. But I know the Bronx. And the Bronx, you know, if you get targeted in the Bronx, there's no, you can't run. You better get in a car and leave. The store can't save you. People ain't gonna save you. People mind their business. Like, anyway, salute to Money Gang Vontae, man. That's so sad. Rest in peace. Condolences to his family, his dad, and his mom. I know that must be the news that no parent wants to hear ever, especially with your kid 3,000 miles away. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. It's horrible. But they robbed this kid, they jumped this kid, they robbed this kid in the store, and then they shoot this kid. He's not even fighting them, and they shoot this kid. It's live on TV. They don't have any mask on. You got 4 young black males whose lives have just been destroyed. Now, they destroyed their lives. Or the one kid destroyed everybody's life when he decided to start firing. He just changed a robbery into a murder. And all 4 of them probably wasn't in agreement with a murder. Or 3 of them at least. But guess what? Y'all all gonna have to deal with that. Y'all gonna have to go sit and deal with that. So 5 lives wasted right there in one play. And let me tell you, most these rappers with these big chains, the chains ain't real. But people are so hungry right now, they willing to find out. Dude, if he had a real chain, that shit would be like 75, 80 grand right around his neck right there. And if he walking around without a gun, without backup, with 80,000, then he deserved to get his chain taken. Ain't nobody that gangster. I don't watch them know about the illest gangsters in New York get robbed for their chains. And the real niggas go get another fucking chain. The quicker you get another chain, and they post right back up. Because when you caught lacking, you caught lacking. Shout out to the Rucker Park. I know a lot of things that went down in New York from when I was young. And sometimes you got to take your L's. You can't run from them. You got to take them. But in this situation, I don't know how he could have got out this situation alive. There was no way. Once they targeted him, he was, you know what I mean? And then I'm hearing the internet go crazy, blame it on, because of people like Rat 100 and all of them. They try to make it seem like LA out for New Yorkers when they go over there. So now the internet making it seem like that's what's going on over here in New York. Nah, that ain't what's going on over here in New York. But yeah, we'll keep that as a note. Yeah, Pop Smoke did die in LA. Biggie did die in LA. A lot of people die in LA. But that ain't why this young man got raided and got his life taken. It's just the simple mistakes, man. Lacking. Playing the Bronx Suite. This could happen anywhere. Let's get that straight right now. This could happen in Albany. This shit could happen in Cali. It could happen in Sacramento. It could happen in Seattle. It could happen in Florida. It could happen in North Carolina, Texas. It could happen. Because it's not where you from, it's where you're at. And your honor and respect of how you stand where you're at. I mean, that's worked for me. But not everybody me. You know what I mean? And I'm not bragging about none of it. I'm just tired, bro. I'm just tired. I'm tired of trying to fight for our people and our people destroying each other. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? Look what they're doing. They put a neighborhood act in place. When I looked it up, they got it instilled with home funding, house funding for the community. So now they get these homeowners who want this money to come into this act. Actually, the bill is passed already. It got passed in May. But on that bill, they get the funding, but it's local domestic terrorism. They gotta, you know what I mean? Things like that they're signing on to. You're talking about a city that's merged with a lot of different cultures. The Bronx is mixed all together. All those cultures are mixed together. There's no segregation. There's no Jewish section. There's no Spanish section, Black section, West Indian section. No, we all together. That's why the Bronx is the Bronx. See, in Queens, you got to separate it. In Brooklyn, you got to separate it. They got areas. But the Bronx, we all mesh together. The Bronx is different, man. Bronx is different. And I'm glad everybody every year got to be reminded of that. Can they be violent in the Bronx? Of course. It's the Bronx. The gang culture is out of control. Anybody can be considered a gang. Any group of 4 or more, a family can be considered a gang if they got 4 brothers or more. So we better watch out for that. What they labeling gang culture? Oh, flag swinging. Oh, he threw up gang signs because he twisted his fingers. Come on, bro. You see these kids today? None of them was in gangs, but they were still twisting their fingers at like 8 years old. You adults out there. These were your babies. Where they learn that from? I don't care if you working and you a good person now. You better take your accountability on how you influenced your youngin, or how you didn't influence your youngin. I'm sorry, yeah. Back to my turmoil. But yeah, man, they killed that young boy, man. Salute to that young boy, man. That shit fuck with my soul when I seen the video to that shit, man. Now, I say this. I am a Second Amendment supporter. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. But that tool right there has been amongst American hands since the beginning of this society, right? And they didn't want the black culture with these guns because of fear of what we can do with guns. So they've kept us away from permitting. They've made it an obstacle and hard, especially in the inner cities like New York City, Chicago. They've made it hard to become legal gun owners in these cities. In fact, I don't even think you could have a concealed carry permit in the state of New York unless you're a cop or a business owner that makes serious money. So never mind the Second Amendment there and the right to bear arms and protect your home and all that. If they catch you, you doing 3 to 5 years. Easy. But the criminals always had guns in New York. People always had guns in New York. So I don't want to hear, oh, we need to have better stipulations. Or guess what? You know why they want those? Because a young man went into a Dick's gun store, a non-black man went into a Dick's gun store, brought a few guns, not one, but a few guns, and walked out the same day. And then used those guns and went and shot up a school. They did this some years back when Obama was president, and they just did it again when Joe is president. So I'm a gun supporter. The thing is, we do need to address some laws on. I don't know if the laws need to be on guns. I would rather the laws be on ammunition. Um, and again, when it comes to mental stability, I'll just say this: how many cops are mentally unstable and walking around with guns right now? They actually go to work. They're working with PTSD. This is why I have a problem with the shootings. Because if you have an officer that have complaints against him and you have record that he has PTSD or you tell him to a psychiatrist, they're not saying it. And they're still paying them and putting them out there in a violent situation in urban society in the most crucial areas. And then they having these shootings. So mental illness, paperwork, and all that. Because right now in America, everybody's suffering from mental illness. I don't know if COVID helped catapult us there. I don't know if politics was playing a major role of it, but the mental instability nationwide, day after day, week after week, month after month, in just this 6 months, is scary. It's really scary. Then we got Roddy Ricch. Gets arrested yesterday in New York City at a checkpoint for having 4 big guns with 30 rounds in the gun. Hip Hop Police, I believe. I don't know. I think he was going to either the governor's ball or even Summer Jam. And he gets pulled over and arrested. By the end of the night, all charges dropped. He got his guns back. He's got a whole security team. So salute to Roddy Ricch, man. That's how you got to come into this city. Especially if you a rapper. That's how you got to come into this city, man. Respect the city you in. Come ready. And know that the boys is plotting on you. So you pull up in any community and they see you, they gonna pull y'all over, try to put you through the rambles. That's just how New York is. Thirsty ass police. They try to make shit. They create things. They make problems. They search for problems. No. NYPD was moving a little overzealous. I could see this happening in the Roddy Ricch thing. They thought they had another black man with all these big guns. This is the big arrest that we've been waiting for. This is gonna give me a promotion. NYPD was clickbaiting and clout chasing the rapper Roddy Ricch, and he made them look like idiots. Salute. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna show that video, but if y'all need to see the video, if y'all really want to see, it's too graphic of the Bonte Money Gang Bonte guy. Y'all could go to look up the Bronx pharmacy shooting with the Post. You look up the Post newspaper. I believe they got it. They got it all over. I was gonna replay it, and then I thought about it, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna put that on my platform, man. It already messed up my soul, and I don't want it to mess up my fans' soul. Y'all can actually go there and look for the Post if y'all really want to see it. But let's talk about if you seeing and speaking the truth. Are you pointing the finger at the youth and the conditional confusion of it all? If you are pointing the finger, that's by condition and fear. You better remember how you was at 18, 19, 20 years old. It's that much worse. So, you know what I mean? And if a neo-Nazi group and a KLAN group can be considered a club and not a gang, not a radical army, none of that, and they could have tax-free organization, a non-profit organization. When I say tax-free, non-profit organization, the KLAN could be considered that. Then y'all better watch out with how y'all criminalizing the gang culture. Some of you people don't even understand the communities that we're being raised in. Some of you, and then we get caught up in bullshit crimes, shit that they ain't even do. They get arrested, they go to jail, and then they have to survive in those jails. And then they enter the culture. And now they have a lifetime of coming home and all that. How much legal corruption we've known throughout the years. It's called cause and effect. Cause and effect. Y'all didn't care about these little kids. When I was in the hood, in the ghetto, they didn't care. So I could just imagine that. So you know who gotta care? We do, man. We do. They condoning sucker shit now, man. They condoning sucker shit. We got this buster from LA on here glorifying all this shit for the kids. Have no righteousness in his fucking soul. And he get praised by you rappers. He get praised by you podcasters. Y'all praise these guys. These guys are how y'all gonna get your likes, your hits, your man. Never mind the algorithm, bro. You could create one, you can break one, you could if you really know what you're doing. You don't need nobody to like you. They doing all this shit for the money. But y'all also carrying that message. Y'all also carrying that message of real. Oh, this is real. Oh, you're a goofy. Oh, you're this, you're that. Like, and laughing and that's all women gossip. Man, we supposed to have righteousness in our bodies, man, for our culture. Doesn't matter if you're a banger. You got to be looking out for the babies. You're supposed to be looking out, not just your babies, but all. They talk about selling guns to the other side. They talk about, oh, sitting on this legend and that legend. They talk about, you know what? It's a bunch of cracker shit. Then you're going to turn around and point the fingers at the youngins who ain't fucking listening to y'all. Broke ass niggas. Everybody chasing the bag. Everybody chasing the bag. Everybody chasing the bag. You ain't really in those rooms, bro. I could tell. Because you down here with us. You struggling. You had an opportunity and you blew it because you don't have no righteousness. So now you got to twist the arms to get your bag. Now you got to size niggas for your opportunity. Oh, I'm gangster. I don't have to be righteous. I'm gangster. I don't have to be. Yeah. You sent by that other side, man. You sent by that other side. And it's obvious to me. But accountability, people. All y'all rappers holding hands, stroking egos, all that. All of that is the reason we at this point. All of that. Yeah, so I had to get on today. I had to get on today and touch base, man. As y'all see, my soul is a little messed up from all of this nonsense going on. Now we gotta go into we gotta go back to Chicago, man. We gotta go back to Chicago. Unfortunately, I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Smirk, what the hell, man? Either you one stupid motherfucker or you are one smart motherfucker, bro. It's either you really, really smart or you really, really dumb, man. Um, Apparently they saying, Smirk comes on with his guys on Saturday and Sunday. Comes on the internet, him and his guys, OTF family, celebrating, I guess, a birthday. And they got like a lot of little side talk going on. Um, yeah, either you really smart, bro, or y'all playing with fire. And I guess y'all like playing with fire, you know what I mean? I have no idea if they had anything to do with what went on. It just was weird that they came on this weekend. This weekend was a busy weekend though. It was, I believe it was Summer Jam. I'm seeing reports this morning that Smirk got into something at Summer Jam. We'll see what that's about a little later, and I'll report on it later. Crazy. Shit real crazy. Shit real crazy. This thing should get out of hand. That's not gonna work. Yeah, man. So they're on the internet singing verses from the Aha Troll song, referencing Dirk's music. They're on there representing a Headshot remix. They on there, there's, you know, and then, so I'm just say this, man. Like, we pray for success when we don't have it, right? We pray, God, please give us this success. I swear to God, if you give us this success, what I'm gonna be able to do, I'm gonna stop the fuck shit. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And you get the opportunity. You get the opportunity. And you get the money, you get the success, and you continue on the same, being the same person you are. I get it. I get it. We're not supposed to let money change us, right? But we supposed to mature. We supposed to be able to say, all right, I'm done with the fuck shit. Even real street niggas. If you get in that bag and you concentrate on getting that bag and you actually uplifting other people, you don't have no time for this shit, bro. You should have no time for this shit. But in real time, there's hate everywhere. There's envy everywhere. So that's in real time. That shit is everywhere. Your closest people hate is gonna be the ones that hate on you the most, to talk the most shit about you, because they know you. So they're gonna use what they know when they mad against you. I just told my son this lesson. He went to a job, he met somebody at the job, but he was new. You meet somebody at the job and then you start going to lunch with that person, then you start me, I'm all right being indie. I'm all right being by myself. But my son, he meets somebody at the job, he starts sharing intricate business. You don't know that person, why you sharing intricate business? The minute that person had a problem, he starts sharing intricate business. My son coming on the other day, he said, "Dad, you were so right. I gotta start listening to you." And I was like, "Son, that's not what I want. I don't want you to tell me I was right. I just want you to listen and strategize based off of, and show me you listen by strategizing off of it." People will use what you give them. If you can't give them nothing, they even start to lie. If they can't lie, they will work anything they got to take their attention off of themselves. It's starting to seem systematic in humans. So it's just like I'm saying right now, we have to be accountable to our youth. If your kid was throwing tantrums and you didn't never whip that ass, punish him and all that, then he's still throwing tantrums as an adult. Meaning he don't know how to take emotional no's, or he or she doesn't know how to take rejection. And part of his rejection, he wants to throw a tantrum. "Oh, I hate me" tantrum. That's childish immaturity, bro. "I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm gonna hit you." Yeah, as a parent, I went through this as a parent. You check that shit as a parent, and I swear to God, your kid will, even though you make mistakes as an adult, you check that shit as a parent, that ain't out here crying and causing shit and then crying. They gave you all rules. Don't touch your kid. Don't do this. Don't do that. But they be willing to lock your kid up in a second. Your kid won't even be an adult, and they be willing to lock your kid up for life. So y'all people be parents. Knowledge is power. Remember that. Educate your youth. If you only teach them that tough shit, then they're going to grow up immature and tough. And there's causing consequences to being tough. What else we going to get on right now? No, I want to get on. I want to get on. Let's dip to Atlanta. Let's dip to Atlanta. Let's dip to Atlanta. Headed to Georgia, ATL. Back on YSL and Young Thug. Young Thug has a message for the internet. From his cell, he has a video of him at his arraignment for bail bond arraignment with him on his knees in a prayer form asking for bail. He gets denied bail. As we all know, he got denied bail based on his boss, him being the boss of YSL. YSL is being held on a RICO for a 10-year investigation where allegedly 50 murders happened. However, Young Thug is saying that hip hop is under attack. Young Thug is saying that the DA is using his songs from 2015 to hold him in prison. Young Thug is saying, like I said in my last video, that ATL rappers are not the only rappers that should be worried about this. Well, we know that. This is the blueprint right here. And people gonna run from that RICO, man. People gonna run from it. They don't want to be associated with it. So it's reported that this is alleged reports that Jay-Z and Roc Nation is not, at this time, is not helping Young Thug. Neither is Meek Mills and others. Everybody's trying to disassociate themselves from the RICO. With them being on the RICO there and the 30-man indictment in New York with the Bronx drill rappers there, there's a lot of stuff going on. I feel that RICO is being exploited because of the success of these young brands and their associations to communities, blocks, gangs. They're going to try to start a push nationwide to connect lyricism and social media, texting, and all of that stuff, where they can open up national RICOs, lock up a bunch of people in one segment. It kind of reminds me of the drug sweeps. And if you've never been caught up in a drug sweep, it was Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Jump Out Boys. We called them TNT in the city. You didn't actually have to be selling drugs to get caught in these sweeps. You could have been going to the store. You could have been just talking to your friend. You could have been smoking a blunt. You could have been doing whatever. But in the middle of a drug busting sweep, they took everybody at the building, at the corner, at the store, and just charge you with shit. If you innocent, you'll get out. That's the MO. That was the MO. It wasn't you innocent or proven guilty. If you here, we taking you. We locking the whole block up. We're going to say this was the drug block of this block, and these are all the people from that building, and they going to all get the same charge. So you're getting locked up for drugs you did not have. And now it's up to you and your money, your finances to get you a lawyer to get you off these cases, which was basically illegal to do. But they didn't care. They was just trying to, they, under their theory was, they just want to get the drugs off the street. They just wanted to get the drugs off the street. Your Honor, we're just trying to get the drugs off the street. And And these are guys, so they locking up drug addicts, they locking up dealers, and they locking up innocent people, girls, guys. That's how they use that shit in the city. I don't know how it was used in your little counties and shit, how it worked out there, but that's how they was using it in the city. And you know what? They locked up a lot of innocent teenagers. 14, 15, 16 years old. If you was 16, you was going to jail. If you was 14, your mom was going to get caught. But if you was 15, it was like an in-between process. But if you was 16, you was going to jail. So that's how I feel they using a RICO today in a wide spectrum. And I don't believe that law was written to use like that. Mainly being written for the mafia and charging the bosses of the mafia with the minor crimes of his underlings. How can you do that with rappers and their friends and their associates? Like, you're making the rapper the head boss, man, and some of these dudes ain't even got the wit to be a boss. Some of these dudes just made a hot song. They not leaders or nothing, like, but they gonna tell the story like they leaders, like they doing this, they moving that, they buying up this, they buying up that. And this is where I'll tell these people that are making the money. You now have the responsibility of knowing of how much your influence has amongst your fans and the people. Whether you want the responsibility or not, you obtain it once you are a success. So I'll tell people the DA is saying that she's being threatened by fans, and they're blaming the fans. And if something happened to that DA, Duggar will never see the end of it. Never hear the end of it. He'll get blamed for it totally. And he locked away right now. He would have nothing to do with it. We in a new wave right now. Had a young man threaten the police, and he got 23 felony accounts. I was wondering how he could get 23 felony accounts just by saying, fuck y'all, y'all better let such and such go, or else I'll kill all y'all. What did they do? Go to the precinct and count how many officers was in the precinct? Did they give him a charge for every cop that was there? You see how they playing? And you people will sit out there and be like, oh, this is fair game. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And you're only saying it because it's not you. You can only give them one charge of that. But they're gonna go above and beyond, try to pinch him hard and make him plea out. Because he did say that, so they're gonna make him plea out. So this is how they do it. They give him 23 felonies where he's facing close to 15 years just based off the threat. Didn't shoot at him, didn't do anything, didn't threaten him that way. There's a verbal statement that they taken literal, and they gave him 23 felonies. Now, young man is wrong. And sometimes black people, as a black person, I have to say this, we get emotionally spent and we say shit out our mouth that we really don't mean, and they use it against us. You know what I mean? And that's an example of it. But if Shorty was daring enough to say that, could you imagine another fan? Somebody who believe in this shit, who believe in being a real person, not a Rap 100 type person, like a real person. This man affected multiple communities in that state. This man was buying up all this land to make Slimeville. Nah, they don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want you to make a town, a black town, a young black town. They trying to scare gang culture from moving into Atlanta. Guess what? It ain't gonna work. Y'all just gave a advertised marketing for everybody to come to your damn state. So it ain't gonna work. This is the same state that banned Ray Charles. That might have gave a lot of power to Young Thug if he able to beat you in this case. Remember, it's a state case. Now everybody said Murder Inc. wasn't gonna win, that they was going down and da da da. If Gotti ain't beat these people years later and they took all his money, that's what this is about, taking the money. Taking your money. But if you made it once, you can make it again. So you don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the money. Just worry about the freedom. You can make all that back. Salute Z2 Motorsport. Zone 2. That's what I'm talking about. Zone 2 in the building. Yeah. So, you know, I'm going to have to take it down in a minute. Got to go help with my grandson and all that. But yeah, man, I wanted to talk about these things, man. The state of Black America right now. Mama Duck says she was in a club and it got shot up the night after Cash died. And it got shot up. But yeah, man, we gotta care about this stuff. You have academics talking about, oh, they're not being tried for their lyrics. They're not being tried for their lyrics. They're being tried for the crimes. And then in the same verse, he's gonna say, oh, I believe Young Thug is innocent, but he's being charged for these crimes. Now you make up your mind, bro. Oh, you're a media guy. All right, I get it. I get it. Do you want to support the brother, or you don't want to support the brother? Now, I do think and believe that you guys out there doing crimes, you should not be putting it in your songs. But in case you do, I'm going to say this, and I will have to go to a court and talk to a legal representative. If you got any lawyers in the chat, let me know if I'm right about this. Usually, when you use literal context in art, and you use literal context, and then you mix it with faker context, and you mix it with faker context, it becomes hearsay. It becomes speculation. So if it's literal, you should be able to find the evidence to it. You understand what I'm saying? If it's speculation, it can't be used in court. And the DAs and the lawyers know that. But under the RICO, I don't know how speculation is looked at. It's obvious that they're not looking at it as speculation at all. They're using it as literal context. And he's gonna have to prove how he wasn't talking about these people. I think that's unfair. I think that's illegal. I don't think that's legal in a court of law. But I'll let the lawyers and the judges confirm with that. Then we got the start of YMW Melly's case in Florida. They're saying that YMW Melly was the hitter that killed his friends. That the song Murder on Your Mind was him thinking about it prior to doing it. That it was premeditated. Again, a perfect example of speculation, bro. A perfect example of speculation. And I don't know how they're using it against them. Now you can play it and give an idea, but it's still speculation. If you got the proof of this, then let me see all the proof. Like, you shouldn't need his verse or his song at all. Murder weapons, bullet trajectories, confessions. And you're talking about two different people here. Who one person didn't do one thing and one person did do something. Like, so you already know your co-defendant was going to be the person that's going against you on the case. So how we know the co-defendant didn't have nothing to do with it? You know what I mean? And why Melly just sitting. You know, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Bang Time USA Media. I'm your host, Bang. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe. Z2 Motorsports, salute for coming in. All you guys watching from the background, I thank y'all for y'all support and everything. But I really wanted to start the discussion. I know it's about real stuff. People don't really like to talk about real stuff on here. They like the cap. They like the clickbait. They don't like the righteousness. They don't like the real stuff we need to talk about, man. We can't be condoning snitching and fuckery. We can't be condoning shooting kids. We can't be condoning shooting innocent people, man. Period. Ruthlessness. Can't be condoning that. We have to talk about it. We have to tell people, nah, we not having this. And when we see this shit in any state, this is how this is going to get handled. We have to make it where before people do these things, it hit them. It hit them in their minds. It hit them like, damn, I'ma look. How this gonna make me look? Right now, nobody's scared about nothing. They don't care how it look, who's coming to get them. None of that shit. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, deranged, man. Crazy, 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 deranged, man. Yeah, man. That's where I'm at with all of that. Think we're about to get up out of here. We gotta talk solutions, guys. We gotta talk solutions to gun control. If we're gonna change the law, let me see what y'all want changed. Cause taking guns totally away, I really don't support that in this gun country. That would just leave certain people with guns and other people without them. Cause not all the guns will ever be given up. Um, and when you under attack in these certain states, whether it's a gun law or not, you have a right to defend yourself. You have a right to live, to choose to live. You have that right to choose to live. That's why I hold my tongue on certain things. Certain things is just not okay. Like that shooting in that pharmacy, dude gave you everything, then you walk away like a tough boy, like, yeah, I'm a killer. Yeah, I'm a killer. Man, you ain't tough. That was some sucker shit. That was some girly shit. And if dude would have gave you, if he would have fought for his life, he probably would have got that gun from you and did you dirty. You know what I mean? But he didn't fight for his life, and you took it anyway. Like if you was a god, you're gonna be punished for that. I don't care if you're religious or not. You're gonna get punished for that. People don't like that. We need to talk about that. And you know, when you go behind the wall and all that, like you're gonna have to answer for these things, bro. There's no gun in there. So I used to tell my family all the time, man, hey, so what, you got a gun, man? You better be disciplined with that or you'll be done. All this ego, capitalism for the money, the showing off, trying to stop your competition from getting money and being like you or making you look bad. That's telling me you weak somewhere. That's what that tells me. I don't wish death or prison on nobody, bro. I don't wish death or prison on nobody. But don't think you could come take my life and everybody gonna go on living and being happy. Not even my worst enemy do I wish that. But these dudes, they ain't playing fair. They rather take your life than put you anywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Than put you in there. So I do preach survival, survival of the fittest. I came from that. But I thought, you know, we get older, we teach them how to be better. And now we got older and everybody's worried about self, and it's only gotten worse out there. It's either the same or worse. And if it's the same, with all the successful people we have today, then you successful people need to look back. Whether it's helping your family, the people you trying to forget, because your family was more than just you and your wife and your kids. You gotta help, man. You gotta help. You know what people do? They become successful. They move to another community, a community that prosper, and they help that community instead of helping the community they from. They move to these nice communities, and guess what happens in those nice communities over time? Everybody start moving to those nice communities. So then that community becomes full of these people coming from survival moments, and they start living like that. And then they say, "Oh, you're putting the property value down." You see how it's systematic racism? You see how that shit all keep going? Your credit, all of it is part of it. The conditioning of it all. So there's a lot of things to learn. As you get educated, you're supposed to be teaching. But the whole money, power, and disrespect, it's all ego and capitalism. All ego and capitalism. Money, power, and disrespect. Because the money, people with money feel like they're the only ones that need to be respected. Outside of that, everybody's disrespecting. Beware the illusions, people. This is Bang Time USA Media. I'm your host, Bang. And this was a Bangusa moment as I react to the drill weekend, the demon time, money, power, and disrespect. Beware the illusions. Fight for your babies. Bang! Salute to Thorough Birdie. As we go out, we came in on the intro to Thorough Birdie. Salute to Thorough Birdie, the working bird. You can check him out on every platform. We're gonna go out to Nutso Drill. That's what we're gonna go out to. Because I'm just in a drill moment. And why not go out to the homie Nutso Drill song? Salute. This is Bang Time USA Media. Until next time, we out here. Salute to Nutso BPM. No label, just us. Bang!
Hoodie on, mask on, catch a nigga lacking in his crib with his baby mom. No Suburban, 10-speed, UPS outfit on. We do walk-bys, nigga, we ain't trying to miss. Coronavirus hoes, I ain't trying to kiss.
Trust nobody.
Trust nobody.
Killer be killed.
Trust nobody.
Killer be killed.
Trust nobody.
Killer be killed.
We in the field, back getting zipped. Cats get zeal, niggas is fake. You get revealed. Fuck how you feel. Melons is pale. In front of your neighbors. Good morning, Miss Hill. Good morning, Miss Hill. I'm with the shits. This shit is real. Dominican. Hit up. Nutso. From Queens. Get okay. The shipment is here. Espérate. Pockets are swole. Guns in the jeans. Machetes and plátano. White beater tees. Cushion the pot. Sticks in the ox. Pills in the mox. Let's go to war. These niggas puss. Look at that face. What a disgrace. The hood turn it back on you, right? Little nigga pull that extender on you, right? They ain't ready. My killers is petty. We ain't scared. Been in jail already. Everywhere we go, we raise hell. Make bail. Checks in the email. Only when you walk with a stick. When you walk with a she-mail. Gang gang. Couple of smalls. Couple of tribos. Couple of rips. Couple of essays. Couple of kings. Couple of chino. He's gonna beat us. We do walk by, nigga. We do walk by, nigga. We do walk by, nigga. We ain't tryna miss.
Back.
Headshot, spin that block. We out this bitch.
We do walk by, niggas. We ain't trying to miss.
Headshot, spin that block. We out this bitch. So for the block, for the block, for the block.
Salute. Shout out to the Swans worldwide.